Good morning, good morning. So I just wanted to share something with you guys on this morning, okay? So you guys know how we will quote, God will give you peace in the midst of the storm, okay? But so many times, you guys, the storms that we are in, they're not our storms, okay? Because most of the time we are somewhere that we shouldn't be. We're somewhere that we're not supposed to be. So I just encourage you guys to seek God and get to where you're supposed to be. Get to where you're supposed to be. And so many of us, we're out here, we're in the wrong place, okay? Fighting us, we're in the storm in the wrong place, okay? So that's not your storm. That's not your storm, okay? So get to where you're supposed to be, because you got some storms over here that you got to take care of. You got some storms over here that you got to go through, okay? So I don't know, I just encourage you guys to seek God and get to where it is that you're supposed to be. Because again, we're going through storms that God never intended for us to go through. And then we begin seeking God. We're in this storm that we're not supposed to be in. So we're over here going through this storm that's not ours. We begin seeking God, and then we get to where we're supposed to be. And guess what? Now you got to go through the storm that you were supposed to go through anyway. So it's like, you get out of one storm, you go in another storm, because this storm wasn't yours. This is the storm that you created by not being where you were supposed to be. Okay? Okay, so get where you're supposed to be, okay? Because you got your own storms to go through. You got your own troubles that you've been promised. Okay? So the storm that you're going through, honey, the storm, whenever you go through a storm, consider it pure joy, okay? Consider it pure joy. Know that the Lord is building up something within you, okay? But what we don't want to do is, we don't want to go through storms that we don't have to go through. If I don't have to go through a storm, I don't want to go through it. I need some type of peace somewhere, okay? I know God will give me peace in the midst of the storm, in the midst of my storm that I'm supposed to be in, but I don't see God giving me peace in a storm that I'm not even supposed to be in the first place. It's like, get out of that storm, because that storm isn't yours. You got storms. I'm not going to give you peace in the midst of this storm, because this ain't even the storm you're supposed to be in. Okay? Get to where you're supposed to be. And when I take you through those storms that you're supposed to be in, okay, I will give you peace in the midst of those storms. In the midst of those storms, okay? So that's just it, you guys. Get to where you're supposed to be. Stop going through storms that God never intended for you to go through, okay? Get to where you're supposed to be, because if you're off course, you're gonna look up and, I'm going through this storm, I'm going through that storm, I'm going through this storm, I'm going through that storm. And then you seek God, and God is like, you're supposed to be over here, okay? And then you get over here and you see, oh, now I'm still going through this storm, and I'm going through this storm. And it's like, yeah, these are your storms. These are the storms that you're supposed to go through. So you guys, I just encourage you guys to get to where you're supposed to be. Take care of your storms, okay? Take care of your troubles. Take care of the problems that you are already promised. Okay, and God will give you in peace in the midst of those storms. So I ain't got time to take on nobody else's storm. I want to be where I'm supposed to be. Okay, I want to deal with my storms, because my storms alone is enough. Is enough. It's already too much for me to handle. Okay, so that is it. Get to where you're supposed to be. Go through your storms, and God will give you peace in the midst of your storms, okay? So you guys enjoy the rest of this day. Be blessed and be a blessing.